in a lawless town, someone can be sheriff, right?
So that's
I want to be sheriff.
Yeah, that's opportunities.
Then I can say, no, I want to do music that I love. But I know if music that I love, but there's no market, that's called short sendiri lah.
Yeah.
You can do that still if you wanted to live that life.
I admire your confidence, right? So I mean, young guys. So
No. When I first went there, everybody, the
have
big
you been
guys,
rejected? Yeah.
all of them rejected.
Who are you?
Because I want them to help distribute. I don't have the vans to distribute, right?
Okay.
So I was feeling so sad because I was rejected. Everyone, that whole entire week I felt so sad. Then I told Paul, maybe kita ni short sendiri lah. Paul speaks English. I think we short sendiri, Paul.
Welcome to Work Around Podcast. This is me, Fong. So today we are going to talk about unconventional career journey. When I look at the profile of my guest today, he is definitely living examples of the topic that we are going to talk about. And why I say so, from what I read, at least from what I know him, he's someone that never compromised about the norm, someone always challenge the status quo, someone that always create something to us that sometimes we don't know what we even want. And it's proven that he's also had created a massive impact to the industry and also to this country and perhaps to this region as well soon.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi. Thank you, Mifong, for having me.
Thanks, Izham. So now, what is your latest and greatest development?
Okay, so now I started a new venture. It's called Comet. What Comet does is it makes films and also invests in films, other people's films as well. It's just like a big, no, not big yet, but going hopefully to be big, company that goes into production, investment, development, marketing, distribution of films across Southeast Asia.
Yeah, congrats. I read about that, the press conference, but I have one word. I think there's one word that keep popping up in the media. It's a progressive.
Right. No, there's been something that I've been always doing ever since I started work. It's always to do something that is always something new and exciting, something new and different, something that progresses society. If you want to be, a bit, altruistic about it, it's something that makes the society taste change a little bit, and then progress them. So I've been doing it since music days. Until now in the film days, I want to try and do the same thing. Yeah, talking about music day. So I just want to, I try to summarize your bio. Then I I draw the circle. Why? Because from entrepreneurship to large enterprise, MNC, then come back again to the entrepreneurship. Is that a planned career path, or you memang want to learn everything and then come back again on your own, or everything is by accident? It's both. It's happy accidents. At the same time, it's also planned. I came back from my studies and I wanted to do something in the music industry, and I wanted to do something yang lain lah, right? Orang semua buat benda sama, nak move a bit. Well, you know why? It's not because I want to be different. It's because I learned a lot last time when I was studying that, and I so looking at the markets, for you to survive, you have no choice but to be different, because that's how you stand out, especially kalau kita buat creative content. So if you're making creative content, you cannot do the same thing again and again. Imagine if Coldplay make the same kind of album, they would just disappear. The Beatles make the same kind of album every year, they will disappear. So content, because people always want something new when it comes to consuming music, TV and film. So you cannot say, okay, that film was successful, let's do one exactly like it. No, that means you might be successful for a little while, but then you quickly go down. So I think that's why I always want to do something a bit different, and that's why it's always progressive. That's why I say something new and different, something progressive, something that progresses society lah. So in that sense, it is planned, but also because I go on this journey, right, that I want to do something different, that sometimes you don't know what you're gonna find. So you tebas rumput, tebas hutan kan, tiba-tiba ada harta karun. Correct. And then you dapat. And then when you go in there, like, okay, this harta karun, everybody enjoy, right? And then suddenly, because you found that place, you see another place. Hey, there's another one up there. But you never see the second one, even never go to the first one. So I guess I've been very lucky that I've managed to get to the first one that enabled me to get the second one and then to see the third one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Go with the flow.
Yeah, you need to have a direction.
Yeah.
You really need to have a direction.
Yeah. Now, I think that's also related to your first job itself, right? Positive tone. But how was that company doing before you joined them? Was it a startup, and how old was the company back then?
It was just a company that these two guys have, Jeff Sia and Kenny Tay. They have that company because they wanted to get in the music business. They had their friend Leonard Tan who they signed and they released an album. So when I came in, I was thinking about what do I do, and my sifu or my mentor Helen Yap told me to go and see Kenny, and he says Kenny's got a positive tone. So I meant, oh, you mean he's very happy lah? not to realize that he actually got a company called Positive Tone, but he's not doing anything with it so much lah. So I went up to Kenny and Jeff here, and I told them, you know what, let me go out in the market. So I went to market, I went to gigs. I went to see the young kids, I went to see the crowds, the mass crowd, the urban crowd. And then I realized that something is happening that is marrying my interest with an opportunity. My interest is making progressive music. Actually, there's an opportunity now because the gigs were filled with people who are so crazy about, there were gigs where people were lining up across the street. Nobody knows what acts they were. So I went in and I saw all these acts and I said, we got to do something. Obviously, when I did that, no one in the industry believed or wanted to do it because to them, they already had their successes with the big artists. Why you want to try a new one? I said, okay, that's them. I don't want to be them. I want to be different. So we went in and it's the first act then I told Kenny and Jeff, we got to do urban, but urban that appeals to the mass. Yeah,
you always emphasize a lot of urban and mass, right?
Yeah.
But you were still young back then. Yeah. How old were you?
24.
24, fresh graduate.
Yeah.
How and where did you get all this confidence and courage from?
I think it's from my parents. Both of them are entrepreneurs, right?
All right.
But also it's from the fact that I studied the market.
Okay.
When I learned, I guess.
How long did you take the study before entering the market?
I was already talking to people in the industry for
before
a long time.
Graduating?
While in school. And after graduation.
But your mindset memang you really wanted to do something in Malaysian music industry.
Yeah. I was offered to work in the US. But I didn't want to put up posters of Whitney Houston, you know what I mean? so I thought, no. When you come back, right? It's a bit loose here at that time. So I thought, in a lawless town, someone can be sheriff, right? So
that's
I want to be sheriff.
Yeah, that's opportunity.
Then I can say, no, I want to do music that I love. But I know if music that I love, but there's no market, that's called short sendiri lah. You can do that still if you wanted to live that life. But then somehow music that I love met with a market opportunity.
Okay.
And we were on the cusp of something, So at that time, it was called alternative. So I was going to these alternative gigs. Like now it's called indie. Yeah, and I saw all these bands and I said, okay, which of these bands might be able to cross into the mainstream? Then I heard OAG.
No, I love OAG.
When OAG came out, I was like, okay. Then I got the demo. Then Paul Moss was the one who signed them, actually. He was already working in Positive Tone before I came in. He was a producer.
I see.
But he did Leonard Tan.
Yeah.
Then he was doing OAG's demo or OAG's record when I came in.
Yeah.
So I went to see them play and Paul then was producing the record. And I heard, okay, this sound that Paul and OAG has done is something I've heard when I was in school. I thought, okay, let's just take this, make a nice music video and release in the market.
Cool. But for sure, you 24. Yeah. 24, 25. And for sure, you need a lot of guidance. And where did you get all this
two things,
guidance from?
Number one is I did talk to everybody in the industry. Aziz Bakar, Tony Fernandez.
Another question is that at that age, you already managed to get to know top guns in the industry.
I was very lucky because when I went into the company, right, I told Kenny, Kenny, there's nobody running Positive Tone.
Uh,
So I gave myself the title Managing Director.
Jiwa.
I was
24 years old, managing director. Okay.
So because of that, they have a meeting of managing directors.
What was your job scope? Memang tak ada jadi.
I have no idea what it was. So we were. So therefore, the record industry had this thing called RIM. At the time, it was called MEPV, but it was called RIM, Record Industry of Malaysia. So we all signed up to be a member. So they had a meeting of all the heads of the labels. Because I was managing director, I went to this meeting lah. So there was me, there was Rick Lowe from Sony, there was Tony Fernandez from Warner, there was Aziz Bakar from BMG, there was Sandy Montero, everybody was there. Right? Because of that, I became friends with them, but I was pestering them with questions. How did the album do? How did the album do?
Awesome.
Can I have this? So at the same time, I wondered what this guy is doing. So I was putting together my business plan. Then I realized I was right on the money when I was scheming with Paul Moss and said we should do something urban but mass. That means not urban for urban, urban for mass.
Urban for mass.
Not mass for mass.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing that.
Otherwise,
not urban for urban,
thing.
short sendiri, urban for mass.
Back then, the
Like-
era was actually what? The rock band.
It was always a rock band.
Yeah.
It was huge at the
Huge
time.
in Search. I mean,
all the rock kapak was huge.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
the time. It was
Okay, rock
Wings and Search were very, very big.
Yes, correct.
And there was also the ballads.
Ballads, like Amy Mastura back then.
Right? It was around the same time.
Yeah, around the same time.
And then they had some dance pop boy band group like KRU.
Oh, yeah.
That was that time.
Yes.
But there was no hardcore alternative indie stuff happening, right? Now, so number one was knowing everybody. Number two was being young and foolish enough to not know what dangers lie in front of you.
Yeah.
You muda
Betul
kan? You tak tahu benda tu tak boleh buat.
Yeah.
So you buat
You
lah.
just bend the wall and then sakit je, right? So
Because of that, because I had what I call it, market study lah, pergi gig. Market study tu pergi gig.
Okay.
Knowing that the power was strong with the kids, right? We had the market study, berani lah lompat.
Hold on. The kids, what you mean by kids? Someone that about your age?
No, younger.
Younger.
People
okay.
went to gigs at time was about, maybe their parents, if they didn't even know they went to gigs. They anywhere from 15 to 24.
Okay.
Right?
So that your
Yeah,
targeted
so when I was up there in the gigs, listening to OAG and all the other bands, there was Spiral Kinetic Circus, Carburetor Down, and all. When you jump up and down with them, right? It's not like taking notes on the side.
Yeah.
You're jumping up and down with them. And of course, me with my spectacles was very funny. But then you hear everything they feel.
This is what they want.
These kids feel like, but they're not talking about the music now. They're talking about their feeling of freedom, of parents, of trying to be different in this society. Then I realized that the music that we got to do has to appeal to the sense of freedom. It got to be an anthem,
that relatable to them.
It's an anthem of that generation. It's not a good song. A good song is given. It must be an anthem. So that's why when 60CV OAG came out, it was an anthem. Poetic Ammunition, at the time was Poetic Ammunition, that's called Poetic Ammo. Came out, it was an anthem. Too Fat came out, it was an anthem. And Innuendo even was an anthem. So R&B song. So when you feel that, right? Of course, when you jump in and I make the demo and I make the thing, I went to see all these big guys in the record industry lah. And
But
say,
I admire your confidence, right? So I mean, young guys.
oh no! When I first went there, everybody, the
have
big
you been
guys,
rejected? Yeah.
all of them rejected.
Who are you?
Because
Like this?
I want them to help distribute. I don't have the vans to distribute, right?
Okay.
So I was feeling so sad because I was rejected. Everyone, that whole entire week I felt so sad. Then I told Paul, maybe kita ni shot sendiri lah. Paul speaks English. I think we shot sendiri, Paul. Because he knows what shot sendiri means, right? But then, you know what? No, cannot. You remember the gig? No, the power is there. I cannot believe this industry. I must believe the people. So I rather believe this old guy or this young kid.
If you to compare to today's world with the influence of social media, lagi lah.
Even faster.
Yeah.
And now I think everybody realizes that how strong the youth voice is.
Oh, okay.
Because they are the consumers of music, right? So if I like something, just right now at this age, they will never sell.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Because it's my taste.
Correct.
Right? You gotta get the young kids.
Yeah.
So I love working with young people.
Yeah.
25 and below.
Yes.
They'll have the right idea, but you just have to make sure that the business plan there is sound, right?
Oh, yeah.
I was surprised that when we did OAG, the thing just went through the roof.
Yeah.
We had triple platinum.
But why I also like OAG music?
Why?
Although I don't belong to that group.
You're young enough, I think.
But I love
It's
some of the
fun.
music.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
it's fun.
It's fun. It's just let loose, be
Yeah,
happy, and nothing to.
correct.
I think my lecturers at my music school would be, some of them, would be like very angry to know that I produce music like that, or maybe they don't care.
That's why it's called unconventional.
Yeah, it's strange. It's
strange.
Yeah.
It's weird one.
Yeah.
Now, and because you see, I presume that you still keep in touch with all the top guns, and now you become one in the industry.
Oh,
so how do you?
Thank you.
Are you the type of person that young people come to you and then you are kind of like, offer the platform to mentor them instead of like you reject them, just like how you were rejected?
No, well, I'm a nice guy,
Yeah,
so
I think
sometimes if I don't like what they're doing, I just smile.
Oh, really?
But I don't give them any feedback. I'm scared that I will give them false hope. And I already see that this one is very, very difficult, right? But in most cases, 90% of the cases, what most people say, I don't like this, because what they see is what you call an ugly baby, right? And you have to be able to see that someone bringing to you an ugly baby, in their head, it's a beautiful swan.
Oh.
So you have to polish the baby.
Yeah.
Right? So if I see that baby can be polished, right, into a beautiful swan, then I will then tell the kid or whoever it is that brought to me, say, okay, you got to try this and this and this, and see from that initiative whether will they polish the baby or not. Okay, those when I was younger, I was polishing the baby with them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no way am I condoning people polishing their babies at home. This is a metaphor.
Yeah.
Please don't go polish your baby. Okay, that means I can tolong dia lah, and then if they can do on their own initiative, means they have the initiative.
I think we need more people like that in the industry, in any industry, give young people opportunities, right? So again, in your industry, it's full of fantasy, full of glamorous. You can just name it lah. I also was told that, this is the industry that's full of opportunities where the sky is really a limit because I can go all out to produce anything that I want.
Yeah.
But again, as you say, sometimes can be short injury. But as a businessman or, as such an experience, C-level, how to balance, between bottom line and also short injury by not demotivating them?
In most cases, when people keep not liking your material, when you keep trying and you get all this rejection, right? Number one, yes, build on that and work on it better. Number two, realize that maybe your product is not very good.
Yeah, memang the feedback. I need to take the feedback positively
and do not get emotional. The fact that your product, maybe they give me a song and say nobody wants this song. Yeah, well, maybe bro, your song sucks.
Yeah,
right. But you have to take it. Right?
Yeah lah, okay lah.
You cannot then.
Take it.
The record industry is corrupt. People will no such thing. Record industry people all money minded.
Yeah, okay.
If that can sell, I tell you they will sell it, and they will help you to sell it. But if they think nothing can sell, then you gotta come to terms. You can put it out on internet if you want. You can try and see what happens. And most cases, But then people are so into themselves and go like, everybody hates me. This world is against me. I this is the worst one. I was born in the wrong country at the wrong time.
Oh gosh.
No, bro. You're not born in the wrong country at the wrong time, bro. You're in your own world.
Yeah.
You kena keluar and pijak di bumi yang nyata. Okay. But that doesn't mean you do exactly what everybody else is doing.
You're right.
Meaning that you do it, but move ahead lah. Bro, move.
Again, is a progressiveness that you mentioned.
If you do the same thing as everybody else doing it, I also very disappointed in you.
Yeah.
At least do something new, but something that orang faham lah. I learned my lesson. So not
but you
too
faham
far
or not? You tak faham also
I faham. I love it, but it's too far ahead. Drag that a bit. Grab the mass market with you slowly. Drag them along.
Okay. But this guy is too far ahead. Have you witnessed anything that they memang created the impact in the industry? Because no. Because again, it's a fantasy lah.
You appeal to your 50 people in Bangsa lah.
Okay.
Who tell you they love you.
Yeah.
But then you say, everybody loves me. No, bro, 50. 50 people love you.
That's
everybody
my market.
means 34 million people in Malaysia loves you. Then yes, okay. In Southeast Asia.
I see.
Or you try your luck in a country where you think that you're supposed to be born in. Right? But usually no. Usually it's so tough. So I've seen so many bands and acts, try to work it in the US and the UK. For every Mariah Carey, there's 100,000 more.
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
true.
you gotta know where the reality is.
Yeah. You think that you are smart. There's so many people brighter than you.
Yeah, that's good. There's always someone there. Always better than you. There's always someone out there that's better than you. So you gotta work yourself. Unless you're okay with not being the best, that's fine also. It's your life, right?
Yeah.
But if you want to excel at something, knowing that it's a non-stop learning. Every day is learning. I'm still learning about new things. I'm still reading. I'm still practicing, rehearsing. Just, I don't know, doing stuff.
Yeah.
Just to always be better.
Yeah. Same thing as well. Mi Fong is a newbie in the podcast world, so I'm still learning. So that I have this chief explorer with us today. So now, thanks for this. It's quite inspiring. But I want to come back to your ATV part where all the experience that you have gained and accumulated in Positive Tone.
Right.
On your own as a managing director. You got
self-appointed, by the way.
The title. Is title very important, by the way?
I don't. So, because of my MD, straight away they hired me at ATV wants to be a C-level. I'm like,
no. Back then in the industry,
yep.
There was I see that it's a really unconventional hiring decision made.
Right.
I love that. Very bold means that I would expect something different from that TV stations.
Correct.
But you as a candidate back then, for sure you have doubt and fear, right?
Yeah.
Didn't you have that one?
It was Raman and Shahril, but it was Datuk Raman led the conversation. Datuk Raman and Tan Sri Shahril, but they both of them at the time were just Raman and Shahril. They were around my age, okay? And they were running MRCB, which had TV3. So they just had breakfast with me one morning, and I thought what they want lah. Usually corporate guys, if they call me, that means they want free tickets
sponsorship,
or they want to know the numbers of the artists.
Oh.
I'm like, then suddenly he says, we're gonna start up something new, And then Raman said, I love your Innuendo album. Oh, cool, thank you. And then he said, I love the Positive Tone. So, oh, cool, thank you. Okay, you want to start a TV station? Can you make this TV station just like a Positive Tone? I'm like, okay. Okay lah.
Yeah.
I try lah, because then I realized I got a bigger, influencer platform that I can use to make my vision of progressing society happen. So I took the shot. I took that. And kudos to him. Because I said, why would you want to hire someone like me? I know nothing about TV. All I know is I turn the TV on, TV comes on. Maybe got gremlin inside there. I don't know, right? And then he said, no, that's why.
Yeah.
Because if we hire someone who knows TV, then they do exactly the same thing as everybody else is doing. So you want you to try and do something else.
Something new, right?
With our backup, with our support, which I'm thankful for.
Because that back then, the impressions, right, given to me was like, okay, people will see how this guy is going to die. How this guy is going to fall. To survive or to make it or break it.
There was a centerfold in the Malay Mail with all these people saying about whether I will make it or not make it. I'm like, why?
Really?
I thought, at least I made a centerfold. But I was like, okay, interesting. But most of them either say, we need something new. And the older guys will say like, he's out of his league.
Oh,
okay. But the younger guys went, that means I got it right.
Yeah.
Just like music, just like Positive Tone. It was always the young guys versus the old guys. And who will I go for? The young guys lah. They're the one consuming lah.
Right.
The old guys not consuming.
But the parents say guys don't do that, Parents, kids don't listen to parents.
Every generation is a generation gap, right?
Yeah.
Don't you always want to rebel against your mom and dad, no matter how nice they are, right? So no matter what they tell you, do the opposite, right?
We listen to the kids instead of the parents.
I'm feeding the opposite.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, you're feeding the opposite.
So ATV became very, very successful.
Oh yes,
I was very, very thankful for that. But with the support of Media Prima.
Okay.
If not for the support, ATV would be struggling as well. But with the backup, with the support, ATV broke even in about 1.5 years.
Talking about that, what was your KPI given to you back then? Like, okay, Izham, you have to do it. I want to see the growth, X percentage of growth in 12 months time, in 24 months.
That's the beauty about what Raman and Sh was doing. To them, there was no, they didn't have KPIs, but they were more interested in, can you make an impact? Impact.
But how to measure impact then?
Yeah, well, through how many people are watching ATV.
It's more, very much is numbers, right? Yeah.
But sales, don't worry yet because we don't know, right? But the sales came in very good.
Cool.
And then the fact that we managed to work it where the salespeople from ATV and TV3
Okay.
were all the same.
Uh-huh.
And then it helped, you know what I mean?
Cool.
And then we went out in the market and just made a hell of a noise, you know?
Yeah. You have a fantastic team for sure, right?
Oh, yeah.
Back then,
yeah.
as a newcomer,
Right.
you need to gain the respect. Of course, your name, okay lah, somewhere in the market kan, orang kenal lah sikit. Ada sikit lah kan, sikit-sikit kan. Tapi but TV, media, you pretty new back then. But how do you attract, hire and lead and also groom that high performance team?
Well, all these people, right, were also, some of them were from TV3 and most of them were from New. They all came from the same thinking, let's make something different. ATV's thing was, we are different. Remember ATV has a logo, slogan called we are different. So, now, here is when I learned my first lesson of leadership, Actually, I learned it in positive tone, but I only had 8 people. Suddenly, I had 40 to 50.
40.
It started there.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I realized, right, a leader must always make a decision loudly. Right? Even if the decision is wrong.
Yeah.
A leader that makes a wrong decision is better than a leader that does not make a decision.
Yeah, correct.
Because if you're not making a decision, everybody around you go what do you do? Where do we go?
Loss of direction. Yeah.
But if you make a decision, say, guys, let's go that way, and you speak in such a loud and commanding voice, people go I gotta believe that loud voice. I'll follow right?
Yeah.
Now, even if you're right, it's great. But if you're wrong, it's okay, because you know why? The universe will knock you to the right position anyway. So you detour a little bit. Okay lah, guys, follow me. Wait, silap. Okay, let's turn this way. But everybody say, never mind, as long as we are moving, right? So an active leader is better than a quiet, accurate leader. He's accurate, but he's quiet.
Okay.
But the guy's active, but he's not really accurate, but he just jalan, whack only. That's more important.
I see.
So I learned that with ATV.
So your followers, I mean your team members are also someone that really believe in that, loud one. Tak kisah lah.
Yeah, because we say, guys, we're going to make a difference in the industry. Yeah, we're going to make, and all of them are young, right? Let's show these old fogies what to do. What do you know what to, I have no idea what to do.
Let's go first.
But even if you don't know what you're doing, you have to look like you know what you're doing.
Kononnya I'm expert. Okay, let's go
this.
But you need to convince people that, I'm the right one.
So many times I've been that road. I said, oh my God, this is the wrong road.
Lepas tu?
Quickly go to the right. Okay, let's follow me to the right.
So but you need to make a lot of ad hoc decisions as well
all
at the
time.
Time.
It's ad hoc all the time because we're doing something new. If you're doing something mass market or something that is has a precedent, then boleh lah we follow a blueprint. But because you're doing something new, as I said just now, we tebas rumput. You don't know what you're gonna find there, right? Ada ular ke, ada scorpion, then you have to jump there quickly, right?
Okay.
So I think that's how we did it lah.
So I mean the team is just a whole team is just willing to.
Yeah, I'm happy. The whole team, everybody's gone on to bigger and greater things.
That's a gift to any leaders, right? You have a loyal followers with you.
Thanks. Thank you. We still have a WhatsApp group. Positive Tone has a WhatsApp group. ATV still has a WhatsApp group.
That's how we keep in touch as a friends as well. Now you spent 8 years in local TV station? How many years? More than that.
Well, I started ATV. ATV launched 2004, but late 2003 I was already there.
Okay.
And then I was working there all the way until, and then I started running the other TV stations, TV3, TV9, TV7, 2011.
Also under you.
So 8 years was ATV, roughly. ATV, and also I launched Tonton, I launched the radio stations there. And then 2011, I ran all the TV stations plus Primeworks.
Primeworks is the one who designed
to make the shows, the films. And then 2016, I left the TV stations and just concentrated on Primeworks.
Where the Agent Ali.
Yeah, Agent Ali, all the films, all the TV shows.
Right.
I had fun running all the TV stations, but those are big TV stations. So you have to do things that bring in the most amount of money. So that's mass market lah.
Yeah, that's mass market.
Which is okay. So then I decided to, not for me lah, just do Primeworks, which is great as well. Then I do all these new things. We had all this great, Agent Ali was our biggest success lah.
That really again the mass market, and as you said lah, you're feeding the kids. They are feeding you or you're feeding them?
Both lah.
Both lah.
Both lah.
Yeah. Now, because of your extensive experience, of course, you were headhunted to join MNC. With such a strong influence in the region. That was the first regional role for you, where you see the different background, capabilities, and...
Now, throughout my time in Primeworks, I did have a chance to also work with some of the people around the region. But in that new role, when I went to Disney, I had the chance to work with the best of the best in the region.
Class. Yes. You make a hoo-ha. Hey, Disney setting out the office in ASEAN with this guy from Malaysia. So I think as a Malaysian, definitely we're proud of it. But for sure, you have seen all the talent, capability and work quality, among our ASEAN team, right? How do you compare our talent, Malaysian talent versus people that you work with in your team?
Talent, all equal.
Mm-hmm.
Talent, when they come from the bottom to a point where they're about to launch, is all equal.
Yeah.
When they got to launch to become superstar, that's the difference. Okay, Indonesian structure industry is more structured to push someone to become a superstar.
Oh, okay.
Right. In Malaysia, it's not so structured as much. It can be, but it's not as structured as much. So that's why I think we see that also in other things in Malaysia. For example, football. I think 0 to 15, we are as good as everybody in the world. Yeah. 15 and above, suddenly the structure is not there to take them beyond. I mean, so I think the same to the music industry or content, film, TV industry, similar. However, because of the focus of the world to Southeast Asia, especially Indonesia, you see Indonesians getting benefits from a lot of investment into the budgets.
Huge market.
And it's spilling over to Malaysia and Thailand and Singapore. So I think we should take that opportunity to be involved in those projects.
That's why you are in the business today.
That's
you
why
are grasping the opportunity. You are creating the impact
That's why I come using Southeast Asian stuff, not just Malaysian, because I believe that we can definitely cross-pollinate.
Yeah. But you specialize in non-Chinese firms, which is a great market, right? Because there's so many people are focusing on the Chinese content
I was focusing on Southeast Asian, but
Asia,
as you might know, I have a strategic partnership with MM2, who then will then focus on the Chinese side.
Chinese content. So you focus on non-Chinese. That's cool. Looking forward to more impact created by this Chief Explorer. Now, if I look at the peak of your career back then, probably I still want to go back to the music industry side, right? But
you mean I peaked early, is it?
I think so lah, because
so sad,
because when I was young,
has it all been downhill from there?
No, because why I say so is because that's also the peak of our Cetak Rompak era.
True.
Our piracy. That was that the biggest business crisis that ever managed?
I had a lot of crises I had to manage. But
at least something that is seen
in terms of revenue. Yes, the biggest crisis was the pirates. And a lot of them owe interest, but you had to fight the pirates, which is very, very tough. But then with the advent of digital, it's no longer physical piracy, it's now digital piracy. People don't understand that every cent that they don't give to the artist means the artist can't create the thing. Correct. But I had other crises as I did TV and all that. So that's crisis was the piracy. But in TV, crisis more like PR. More like remember Fazal Tahir taking off his clothes, that kind of thing.
Okay.
ATVs, some of ATVs advertisements which people didn't understand. So by then all of that, you gotta handle. Then you make you learn about the sensitivity of the place where you're operating from, and to be more sensitive, to be more understanding. Always a learning process.
It was a learning, right? But in managing the crisis, right? Are you the type of very calm and let me think about it, or you will get all the team members come, let's brainstorm what kind of good do with that? What kind of leader are you? Both.
What I do is when there's a crisis like that happened, I take some time to think about it, And then I call all the team members quickly because they're all running around like
It's memang crisis, kan?
crisis.
Yeah.
So I cannot be in my own room for an hour.
Okay.
So when I say I think about it, it's 5 minutes.
Okay, that's fast.
And then quickly get everybody, okay, what do you guys think? Then I get everybody's opinion.
Alright, okay.
And then decide together as a team what's the way forward. But I do know because I was the boss or the head or the leader or the face, I need to be the one who steps up. I can't pull them. Yeah, this one. No, cannot.
Okay.
They all stand
So you still need to face
one
the music.
voice.
Yeah.
No matter whose fault is it, it is, right? Because I'm the face of the company. I got to stand up
Correct.
there and go like, okay,
Yeah.
guys, this is what happened and what we're going to do about it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now, that's more on the leadership part. Now, I remember this is funny. I watched an old video of you
Okay.
in YouTube. Easily 9 years, maybe 9 years, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
How many times I'm not too sure, maybe you can watch that again. How many times you repeated this one? I'm already 45 years old. I got no more secret to tell. I got no more secret to keep. I'm already 45 years old. I'm retiring soon. And here you go. So that talk, it was about the talent, about about innovation. Right? So, but as you age and as you grow wiser,
Are you sure?
as you say, you learn every day, right? Any change in terms of perception on the talent and human capital, and also any more secret to tell?
Yeah. If you chase money, it will run away. You have to not look at money and chase it and worship it.
The money will come to you.
You will have to be good at your skill. So good that money will knock on your door. That's what I learned. Now, it doesn't have to be innovative now. Last time I say, innovation. True.
Yeah.
But if let's say you're a carpenter, if you make good furniture, you don't have to innovate. People come to you, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So don't always think that the world is out to get you. It's always you the one who kill yourself. You are the one who make yourself feel I'm not worth it. Everybody here has got the same amount of skill when they come out from their mom's tummy. Same amount of skill. It's your environment around you, whether you hone your skill or not. If you want to be a perfect pitch person or not, or if you want to be a sportsman or not. It really depends on your background, right? Maybe there are some genetics in there, but all these are just base. You know?
Can be trained.
Can be
Everyone
trained.
is groomable.
Can be worked on. But at the same time, I always believe that for creative content, and for any business, if you want to be successful as a whole in the industry, not your personal self, but your business be successful, then you have to innovate all the time. That's still true. You cannot say, I'm done with innovating. Then you'll be left behind and be run over by the steamroller of life. But the wise man in me says that sometimes it's okay for those who says, I don't want to be innovative, I don't want to do this, I just want to retire and chill and lie on a hammock by the beach. Then that's okay also. Nothing wrong with that. Then go ahead and leave. I want to make an album of the most avant-garde jazz ever, which only 4 people can understand. Then do that knowing you will sell to 4 people.
Okay.
And if you're happy with it, it's
cover
okay
100%. At least your target for person, and then you cover all 100%.
Yeah. So at least you know you're happy with yourself and you're happy with life. And that's more important.
Cool. Talking about retirement, in the video you say, 45, I'm retiring soon. Are you retiring soon?
Not right now. I think we comment. I hope. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I really don't know because when you do films, right? I mean, people still do films until they reach old age, right? So I hope. Inshallah, that I can actually do that as well. I feel so excited every time I hear a new song or I see a new script.
Do you still compose songs? I'm looking forward to that.
Time hasn't been kind to me in trying to write, because when you write songs, you need to have a, what you call it, you need to have respite before and after. Now cannot meeting.
Okay.
So, but I do sometimes work with other people. Funnily enough, about 3 years ago, I got a song onto a K-pop band.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's called Billy. The song's called 11th Day.
Billy, okay.
Yeah, it's actually, I was just went into Audi Mock Studio one day and I was jamming with him and in came Tilahana, the songwriter, and she like put some words and melodies on top of the chords I was jamming in, and Audi heard it all, put it together, sent a demo.
Oh my goodness.
And suddenly I got a song in a K-pop band.
Yeah. Then again, it's a Malaysian in K-pop.
How did that happen? But it was fun. But again, that would not have happened if I didn't decide to, you know what, I'm going to go to Audi's studio today.
Yeah.
And if it's free, I'm just going to like do something fun, do something weird. And boom, it came out. Right?
Yeah.
So
the weirdo sometimes will change the world. So you are in the K-pop industry now.
One song.
Only one song. I see you as someone that you read a lot, you do a lot of research, but at the same time, we can't run away from the gut feelings, right? Are you into believe in your gut feelings type of person, or like you need a lot of data, you're a very data driven person before making major decisions?
Both,
huh?
It's
How
both.
to balance it?
It's both. You need to study, you need to experience, and then you need to jump. If you study and you got experience but you don't jump, then you'll be a frustrated old guy sitting there wishing all the opportunities come to you.
Yeah.
But if you don't study and you don't have experience and you're jumping, you don't know where you're jumping.
Okay.
But okay, macam ni tau. I believe, right, all the luck in the world and the opportunities in the world, we are in a balang. No, a balang. Where is balang? Balang.
Yeah.
Balang. Now in this balang of life, balang of life. Should
Gelap
be a
tak?
movie called Balang of Life. Okay, anyway.
Boleh? Next movie.
All these opportunities are flying around, no?
Okay.
Now the thing is, right, everybody starts at the bottom of the balang,
Yeah.
right? So everybody, if opens their eyes, can see opportunities fly around them, right? Now, because everybody's at the balang, a lot of opportunities have been taken out already.
Yep.
So how do you get higher in the balang? Education.
Okay.
Even higher experience.
Yeah.
Education experience get high. The higher you are, the more opportunities you can get.
Yeah.
Right? Because everybody's taken the bawah tu already, right?
Okay.
But if you don't open your eyes, the opportunities slap you in the face so you can't see. No matter how high you are, no matter how many years experience, how many education you got, if you still like don't open your eyes, you kena sepak pun, you can't see lah. Now everybody's up there together you with everybody else, right? You got education experience same time everybody, right?
Yeah.
Then you gotta jump. You gotta jump because they're not gonna jump, they're scared. You're gonna jump. You don't care if you fall where you jump, because when you jump, you grab it. So my thinking is that education and experience, which is important. Study, research like crazy, right?
Memang like crazy. Have
Actually,
to go
my
deep
favorite
into.
times is when I research something and I have before computer days, 8 books around me, That's like Matrix.
Before Google lah.
Go to library and find something like that and put around me.
That's why I think, I somehow I can sense that.
And then,
were you a nerd in school?
Oh, so I'm still a nerd lah. I'm still a nerd. So after research, and then you kena berani and lompat.
Yeah, okay.
Because I was in positive zone, I was 24. I told you, right, sangat muda dan tak tahu benda tu tak boleh buat. So buat lah.
Buat lah.
Bila buat, it happens. Oh,
that's
then
give
kena
me the
belajar.
confidence.
Give me the confidence that buat lagi. So that's why I think it's very important to have both. What you call it? Study, lompat, gut feel.
Have you ever screwed up?
Oh, many times.
Solely based on lompat, gut feelings.
Oh, dua-dua.
Yeah.
But education, masa tu education ada, experience tak ada. Lompat jatuh kat parit.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, come back.
Then come back again.
Come back, okay.
Yeah.
The thing is, right, when you come back, you know, I will not jump there. I will jump here.
Okay.
Yeah. So experience will teach you, don't jump there, jump here. So then you learn. So once you got enough experience, you already know what. But my worry, sometimes, you got too much experience and education. You already say, I don't want to jump there lah, sure cannot. When I say sure cannot, then I hit myself. Oh, I'm becoming old. I say sure lah, cannot. That one I did it before many years ago. Those were many years ago. Things change so fast.
Right?
So you gotta keep on trying and keep on doing new things lah.
Yeah. That's why I see you someone that is somehow able to predict. Is it called? Can I use the word predict the future? Or you create the future, right? I create not predict lah, right? But you create the trend, you lead the trend. Yeah. Let's talk about future or maybe current trend right now. Current threat, opportunities we see everywhere lah. It depends on how you see it. But how can we prepare better to survive in in the ever-changing world today.
Okay, so everything that you can do right now, you don't have to take years of study to do it because you can study on the spot.
Correct.
You can learn on the job. But what you need to have is what you call the courage, the flexibility, and then the resilience.
Yeah.
Okay, so courage, flexibility, and resilience. Courage means berani.
Berani.
I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna do it. Okay.
Yeah. So berani, the classic example is like 24 years old managing director yang lompat. Yeah.
Resilience, bila berani, sure kena reject.
Yalah.
Jatuh bangun.
Jatuh bangun. Yeah.
It's not berapa kali you jatuh. It's how fast you bangun.
Okay, how fast you
Some
bangun.
people jatuh tak nak bangun.
Okay, alright.
Jatuh bangun. The faster you bangun, the stronger you're going to become.
Okay.
So, courage, resilience, and the third, flexibility. Kalau you already know that dah try banyak kali jatuh and you cannot go, you're flexible enough to go, you know what, maybe my music is not the best thing in the world. Maybe I should become a music producer instead.
Okay.
Maybe I should become a music entertainment lawyer instead.
Oh,
you're still in the music world.
Yes.
Maybe my brand of folk, jazz, samba, only 3 people will like. Okay lah, never mind lah. I just play all by myself at Jao Team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But maybe I should just become someone's mentor.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe
nice.
I become a music promotion executive and stick Winnie Houston posters on the wall. You know what I mean? Don't despair. Always be flexible.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
So you that's the thing. School sekarang tak ajar lah.
You know, that's why I always believe that the holistic education always. I don't know to whom I need to talk to, or maybe certain different guests. And can you recommend someone that I want to talk to about holistic education? I want to include that the creativity and music in our holistic education system. Yang tu topik lain lah.
You should get someone on the street, no?
Kan?
Someone who's flipping burgers on the street.
Bang,
sini.
so ni
abang, cerita sikit bang.
Kan?
Abang boleh kental sangat macam tu. I can't do that. I don't have the willpower to do that, you know. I can do that. When I read a resume, right?
Yeah.
I just see the education part to make sure the person is not failing everything.
Okay lah, yalah. CGPA tak tengok
tak
sangat. Okay, alright.
Yang penting tu is just the extracurricular.
Okay, yeah.
Was it a student leader?
Correct.
They main chess ke? Did they backpacking go across Europe ke?
Yes.
Because to me, that is more important than whether you, okay, this is bad to say, whether you pay attention to class and get all A's.
Tak pula.
Because you're good at following orders, but can you create orders tak? Create orders more important. Because following orders boleh belajar. Create orders susah.
This I have one question here. In the class, in school, you duduk depan ke yang belakang?
Belakang.
Ya, belakang.
Macam ni tau. In my class, I think all my Science Langos alumni who know this. The class ada 30 orang. Even in my LaSalle PJ, I perfected the art of being the top of the bottom third. So if the class is 30 kan, somehow I will also land at number 20.
Okay.
In last time in PJ in LaSalle, there was about 50 of us. I was always number 30.
Yeah.
I always perfected like we are the bottom third, I'm the top of the bottom third. But I could never make it halfway.
No, then you're created trend, right? There's a mass market you're in between.
I know. I didn't like studying at all. Or actually I didn't know how to study lah. Only when I went to college and I realized how to study.
So let's talk about misconception of people have about you. If you think that you're not nice guy, about you and about your work.
Oh, not about nice guy. Misconception is people think I'm too nice.
Oh, really? Okay.
I always say this, boss.
So you're not nice
You
lah.
never get angry with me.
Yeah.
That's all they say.
Have you ever lost your temper in the
a
workplace?
few times, but never. I can even count on my one.
No, that's
actually
the thing, right?
2 fingers.
Okay.
Because number one, if I lose my temper, it's not in public.
Okay.
Because no matter what, I cannot drop someone's photo face in public. No matter how much I'm angry, I have to take them somewhere in a room and talk to them. But when I talk to them, I talk about how you can be better. So they always say I'm too nice. Now, the thing is, right, I always get these appraisals like, you need to be more assertive. But I say, wait a minute. The way I am right now got me here, what? What are you talking about? Right. So meaning that, but I do believe that you do not be a dominating a bad person. Okay. I cannot say that word. Dominating thing. In order to become a good leader. I think a good for me, I like to go with the more, let's get them to believe with all of their hearts. This is the right thing to do. Which is why they think I'm nice. Yeah. Because the experienced bosses who just dominate and scold them, right? Yeah. because he wants them to do what he wants them to do. I want people to do what they want to do, and if they fit my company's alignment, then perfect lah. Now, the thing that is people don't know about me is if I don't like you and don't like what you do, you're fired. When you hire someone, right, the hiring process to me is so important.
Yes, correct.
Because to me, I take a long time to hire someone. Borak dengan dia, lepak, see whether they fit. Because if you hire the wrong person, you spend so much time trying to get the person out of the company.
Mismatch.
And then there's a labor law lah, and alamak, and then they create ruckus lah, and orang kecoh lah. So it's better to get the right team who believes in the same thing, but make sure your team not everybody thinks like you lah.
Yeah, you're right.
They believe in a vision,
correct.
but hopefully they have all got different style. One engineer type, one town planner type, one musician type. And then whack lah. And see what. That's what happened with ATV last time. And also when I set up the Disney one, people were different sort of backgrounds and try something different.
Yeah.
But one goal.
That's what I like about diversity.
Yeah.
And your ATV also shows that, there's a diversity element in that, the programs that you produce and etc.
Thanks,
yeah. But that's how we need to be, because diversity really creates a credibility and stimulate our innovation as well.
What do you do better than anyone else you know? I think I can disarm someone in conversation. I mean, I think I can make people feel at ease very, very fast. Even if I'm very uncomfortable with the situation.
Okay. Are you in this situation now?
Yeah. For example,
are you not comfortable with...
Let me show. Also, I can do better than what I can do a magic trick. I can lengthen my hand.
Like what?
See? Yeah, see? See? It grew longer already. Okay, wait. Did I just disarm you? I did, right? See? It works. I can disarm someone.
Okay, it's proven that you can do anything better than
that's the worst magic trick I ever done.
Which is, I can't do that. Okay.
Wait, let me put my hand back in my socket.
Okay. Yeah, please.
Okay, if you could only hold on to 5 physical items, what would you keep and why? 5 physical items?
Yes. Oh, I like that. This question. Never thought of that. 5 physical questions. 5 physical items.
Sadly, number 1 is a phone.
Obviously.
Because then communicate with everybody.
Correct.
And then can also block people. I also can listen to music.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, okay, which leads to number 2, a really good set of headphones.
Okay.
So I can hear the music really well. That'll be 2 already, right?
2.
Because probably the phone is a escape lah, because everything's in there. The
apps
pictures
inside.
and all
Yeah,
that, right?
correct.
So not. The third, right? Is a good book. A good book that makes you think about life. So sad, huh?
No, I think...
So nerdy, the answer.
What's your favorite book? Any book that you're reading
now
right now?
I'm reading... So you must be angry. Now I'm reading something called Dialogue by Robert McKee.
Okay.
Robert McKee is considered a guru in script writing. So in this book, because he wrote something called Story once. Now in this book, he writes about dialogue and how to write dialogue for script, for stage and for novel. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So
it's a nerdy book lah. Sorry about that.
No apology, because I would expect more better scripts in your work in future. So it's good.
Okay, number 4. It's a good pair of walking shoes.
Okay.
I have reached the age where when I tell my knee to go right, it goes left.
Yeah.
So I wish walking shoes help, because I realized because I was always trying to be cool and have those cool shoes where it's not very comfortable. Over the years, it has. Now I realize why old people always wear sneakers. I'm old people. See, told you what? I need to have my keyboard with me.
That's it one. Yeah.
Yeah, because
you should have asked Izham to bring keyboard to the studio.
Yeah, man. No, sorry. Because I think I like painting. I like creating a sonic landscape.
Sonic landscape.
With the fingers and they try different things, I like doing that. I always experiment. Until now I'm experimenting. Oh, let's try this let's move this here. Let's play this weird chord and see where that gets me. You know.
So you mean you are composing songs soon? Are we looking for it?
I don't know about composing.
Now
is
you
okay.
have time, right? Physical item. You bring 5 physical items and what? Keyboard is one of it. So you continue doing that.
So play keyboards while reading books about script writing.
Imagine
with
that.
good shoes.
Dekat mana?
On an island somewhere, right? So with the phone and the headphones, okay, that's it.
Oh, God, that's beautiful scene.
I treasure the time because I can think to myself, I can scold myself, you know. So,
How do you scold yourself?
Huh? Why are you so stupid, Izham?
The pun termin ke or you write down?
Inside my head. Kau ni apa pasal? So, but you know, I gotta say, everything that I've told you, I think it's a result of me really absorbing what my parents taught me lah. My mom is witty, crazy, funny, jokey but strict person. My dad is a dreamer, businessman, entrepreneur.
So all in you now.
I hope so. I hope. I mean, both of them have passed on. So I hope that wherever they are, they are proud lah.
Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
And I want to do the same with my kids, you know, be proud of what they've done.
Yeah, sure. I'm so proud to have you in my show as well as part of the season 2. Thank you so much. Thanks for leading these conversations. Thanks for twirling your arm here and there and making me more comfortable. It's proven that you're definitely better than me in everything.
No. Disarm. I disarm people.
Disarm me. Okay. Thank you so much for listening and watching podcast of Workaround, and until we meet again. Thank you so much, Izham. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.